Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about my Disneyland audition experience, and the first part is going to be about what the experience is like, and then the second part would be tips that I would do differently if I tried out for them again. So I really hope that this video helps you, and we'll go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so what was my experience like when I went to audition at Disneyland for a face character? So I looked online and I found a face character audition on a Sunday afternoon. I got there exactly when it said. I think the audition was at noon, and basically you wait in a really long line. When I went to audition, there was 200, 300 people, so it was a really long time before I actually got seen by the judges. It's probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours long of just waiting in a line. So that part was pretty boring, but luckily I had some nice friends around me. Everybody was kind of like in a Disney vibe mode, so they were really nice, and I was talking to them for the whole time basically. And when it finally came time for my audition, basically what they do is they separate you into like groups of 50, and they put you in a large room, and when you're in the large room you get separated again into 10 different lines. So when I got separated in my line, the judge, they just went, they started on this side and they just went down the line, and yeah, they just asked you to say your name, and that was it. So it was really disappointing. Like, I thought that I was gonna at least, like, you know, be able to do some movement exercises, or, you know, they would just, you know, consider me for a little bit longer other than just saying my name. So it was really disappointing, but I mean, it is a typecast, and they said that they were just doing the name at this specific audition that I went to because there were so many people there, so they didn't have enough time to go around and ask everyone like more questions or interview them for longer. So it was really sad, but yeah, so they just went down the line. I said my name, and yeah, they didn't call me back. They, out of that group of 50, they had they called back 4 girls, and they just told the rest of the people, including me, they just said, well, thank you so much for coming here. You know, thank you for your time, but we didn't select you today. You know, they were really positive about it because it is Disneyland, but I mean, I was still really sad when I left. But I mean, that's why I'm making this video, because I'm hoping that, you know, maybe my experience and my tips can help you. And so let's go ahead and get on to the tip version of this video. Okay, so my first tip that I would have done differently is just to be more confident. I mean, I think I had confidence before because I've been to other auditions for like musical theater, but I think I could have been more confident, especially because if you're only going to say your name, you really have to like wow them and just be like, you know what, like, I'm here, I really want this, and you have to be able to convey that to them. And I think the best way to do that is with your confidence. Also, don't be nervous, because if you're like me, when I went to go audition for the Disney Princess base characters, like, I really, really wanted it. So, you know, you have to convey that to them, because they don't know you. They don't know that, you know, it might be your dream to be a Disney princess or work at Disneyland even. So it's really important to use your confidence to convey that to them. So the second tip that I would give myself or any of you towards auditioning is to be the best self that you can be. So when you're getting ready to go to your audition, make sure that you put on a nice, you know, fresh face and makeup, and you do your hair. You want to look nice. The clothes that you pick out, make sure that they're appropriate, and just, you know, show that you're professional. But also, a part of being the best person you can be is having a positive mental attitude, because when you think about it, you know, the Disney princesses, they don't think, oh, woe is me. They think, you know, positively, and so that's really important to convey, and it will also help you too. So whether or not you're trying to be a Disney princess or you're just going to another audition, I think having a positive mental attitude is just, it's going to help you a lot. Okay, so my next tip is to not give up. So I only went to audition one time, and I really wish that I could have auditioned for more, but I did move, and so now I live in Northern California, so I'm not able to audition again. But I mean, I think it would have been really helpful for me to go to the audition again, because the more and more you do it, just the more comfortable you're going to be, the more experience you're going to have. So that's going to definitely help you. I knew a couple girls in line that were telling me that this was their third audition, and they seemed like they had it together more. Like, I was asking them questions, like, I was really nervous, and they seemed like they were just like, nope, this is what it is, and, you know, I'm going to keep trying until I get noticed. And that was really helpful because it kind of gave me hope too, like, oh, maybe I can come back a different day. So definitely don't give up. If you want something, you know, you have to go out there and get it. Don't be nervous, you know, just really listen to your heart. If anything Disney has taught us, you know, listen to your heart. So that would be my other tip. And part of that don't give up is to, you know, just keep going. If you really want to do this, then you don't necessarily have to work at Disneyland. Like, what I did was, when I moved up here, I actually joined a fairy tale princess company. And so basically what they do is you dress up as fairy tale characters, not the Disney characters, but the fairy tale characters, and you go to different birthday parties for little kids, and you're dressed up as like a princess. And so that's what I did, and it's basically the same thing as a Disneyland character would have, but I feel like you have more time with the kids because you're going to their house, you're celebrating their birthday with them. You know, at Disneyland, you know, you just get to spend a couple minutes with each child or each person. So yeah, I absolutely love doing that, and I was really happy when I did have that job. I don't have it anymore, but that's another video. And yeah, so just don't give up, because you never know like where your heart is gonna lead you. Like, just because you're not able to be a Disney princess, or you know, you went to one audition and they told you no, doesn't mean that you still can't be a Disney princess. You know, there are other outlets and other ways. You can try out for a play, maybe if there's a play in your local community. That's, I don't know, they have Cinderella plays, they have Belle. I love that musical. It's amazing. So just don't give up on yourself, and don't think that it's the end of the world if, you know, you were turned down to Disney, because, you know, even like me, like, I didn't give up, and look at, like, I have so many amazing memories, amazing photos of my experience as working as a princess. So yeah, definitely don't give up. My last tip is try to stand out. So this is probably like the biggest thing that can help you when you're going to these auditions, just because there's so many people there at the same time auditioning with you. Like, you don't want to get lost in the crowd. So I definitely think the more experience you have, you know, having confidence, those other tips that I mentioned earlier can help you stand out. But really just get creative with it. You know, when I went to my audition, there was this lady who came in, or she was really young. She was like my age, and she was dressed up kind of like Snow White. Like, she wasn't wearing a full costume or anything, but she was just wearing, like, she had a yellow shirt and a blue skirt, and she was really pale and pretty, and she had red lipstick on and short black hair. She looked exactly like Snow White, and she got a call back. She was one of the 4 out of my group of 50 that got called back. So, you know, you just have to do something to stand out, whether it's your makeup or whether it's your experience. Like, I feel like I have a lot of experience now because I did do princess parties. So, you know, I can get into that princessy mode or whatever. Yeah, but basically, just the more times you do it, the more experience you have, whether it's at Disneyland, at a princess party, or, you know, maybe if you're just even practicing being a princess. Like, it sounds kind of weird, but that's, you know, you're an actor. You're pretending. You're playing pretend. So just all those tips combined, try to stand out, and I seriously think that could help me so much. I wish I had the opportunity to try out again, but like I said, I did move. So yeah, when that's all said and done, I really hope that these tips helped you. If anything, I hope I encouraged you to keep on trying and to never give up. And I hope that I will see you guys soon, and leave a comment down below and tell me about your audition experience. Like, did you do more than just say your name, or like, do you think there's any tips that like I didn't mention? So yeah, please just leave it down below. You know, I want to like really open up the conversation, help people, because I know a lot of people have the dream like I did to work at Disneyland, be a princess. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon, hopefully.